There are a ton of ways to make money with AI. And with my 25 years of experience generating over $100 million in revenue online myself, I've found one way that stands tall above the rest, especially if you're a beginner. And that's because anyone can do this. What I'm about to show you is something doable even if you have no experience. It doesn't require a huge investment up front. Now, AI does all the heavy lifting when you follow this training, so you can focus on what matters most. And the best way to make money with AI is to make courses with it. In my opinion, that is the strongest use case today of how to build a business as a beginner, is to leverage these tools and create courses. But now it's not what you think. You're actually going to be giving these courses away in order to make this strategy work. So stick around and I will show you the 6 proven steps to make money with AI generated courses, plus an alternative way to have it all done for you. We're going to get into it. Here we go. All right, so this presentation comes with a slide deck and a list of resources. And if you'd like to download it, you'd like it for free, no charge. All I ask is that you subscribe to our Ingeniosity newsletter. I'll drop a link to that down below. When you subscribe, you'll get access to this slide deck and many more, dozens more. And they're all of our show notes, lists of resources, prompts that we might use. You can download it all totally free. Head to the link that we'll put in the description below, and you can have all of that 100% free. Now, this is how I've been able to generate so much revenue over the years, is by giving away valuable information. And I can say confidently that at least $10 million worth of that revenue came directly from creating courses and giving them away. And you might be wondering how that actually really turns into profit. And stick with me, I'll show you exactly step by step. And I have many customers, some of who are probably watching me right now live on YouTube, who started by getting free information from me and ultimately end up buying high ticket products and services. So you can start with a free course and ascend customers into buying high ticket products. And if you don't have high ticket, they'll buy low ticket all day long as well. And that's inexpensive products or high price products. But now, because of AI, you can do all of this. Everything that I had to do by hand many years ago that was cost me literally tens of thousands of dollars to make some of the courses I've made. Now you can do it in just a couple of days, in a few hours time. Now let's get into it and talk more about how you do that. Now, the technique is all about giving away free value. And I have found that courses, because when somebody uses the course, they go through the lessons, they read from the materials, and they get value through a course, I have found that this produces a really interesting result. The potential customer then bonds with you, they respect you, you're a source of knowledge, a source of information, you begin to build trust and likability with your audience, and it's something quite magical about courses. And as you can see here, Alex Hormozy says, if you're starting out, give your stuff away for free. When people say no, ask them why. So if you're starting a brand new business and you're breaking into a new market, maybe you're trying to do whichever business model you might be doing, affiliate marketing, selling your own stuff, or maybe you don't even know which model you want to start with yet. But if you start giving away a free course and you start finding it difficult to give that course away for free, find out why. And it is by adjusting and addressing those things until you can get people to happily download your free course and love it. It's a great source of improving your business from that intelligence. Now, Dickie Bush is a case study that we found over on Twitter, and you can see here that he has made $500,000 a month doing exactly what I'm showing you here, step by step in just a minute. He starts out by giving away a little mini course about being a digital writer online, and he makes many 6 figures every single month giving that away. Now, why give away a course in particular? Okay, I know a lot of people focus in on wanting to sell them. And the beauty is you can give a course away for free, and then you'd be amazed that people will still buy more courses from you after they have consumed your first free course. This leads to high value leads. People that commit to taking an entire course are investing their time, and they're putting trust in you over that time. They become interested in you and what you have to offer. It also helps you get authority in your niche market by demonstrating your knowledge. Even if AI created it for you, by demonstrating and helping people with that, it helps build authority on the topic with you and your company. Now, the other thing is you can repurpose this content. So what I'll often do is I take segments out of my course lessons and topics in the course itself, and I'll create lots more content, whether it's free articles or other things, but it becomes a source of a lot of additional content in your business. And it allows you to promote things right in the course. My favorite way to do courses is to actually put them online, to actually have a course that someone has to log in on your site and consume that course on your website. And if you do that, you can actually promote things in the middle of the course lessons. So think similar to like when you're browsing a news article and you're reading the article, there are ads, right, that show up on that. Well, within reason, you can drop a few promotions, a few ads for your other products or services. Maybe it's more courses for sale. Maybe it's coaching. Maybe it's an affiliate offer that you want to promote. But you can take the lessons and while people are consuming your course, and you can promote stuff right inside your free course that you're giving away. This builds loyalty with your audience. When they have to log in and consume multiple lessons, there's something about that repetition. And in the book Influence, if you haven't read Influence, you definitely should. But in it, Robert Cialdini talks about how commitment and consistency of taking lots of small actions. And if somebody is taking lots of small actions while consuming your course, it actually makes them so much more likely to become a long-term customer. Now, the first thing that we are going to do, we are going to uncover for your niche market, what are their biggest problems and goals that they have. And it's quite simple. So the basic idea behind this, and of course, there are more advanced methods, and there are methods I teach in my 5-day challenge that really dive into this much more in depth. But I'm going to show you this, like a simple idea of how this works. And really, all you have to do is go to ChatGPT or whatever tool you're using as a chat AI and describe who you want to serve. And so a typical example that I think everyone can relate to is I talk about dog training. So I'm going to say, I want to create a course about dog training, and then I'll say families who love their pets are my target audience. Likely the wife of the family will make the buying decision. Okay, so notice I'm just describing a little bit of what I'd like to give away and who my target audience is. So then you just ask, please provide me a list of problems they are experiencing that I can help them with. Boom. Now, again, this is a little bit of an oversimplified example, but this shows you just how easy it can be. Okay. And it's going to come down, and they're actually now giving me the list of problems. And the beauty of this is that if we make a course and if we design our sales material to solve these problems that you see there, then we know that it's going to work. People want to solve their problems. That's why they buy all products and services, is either to do one of two things. First, to solve their problems, or to help them achieve some sort of positive goal. So that's the other factor. So now what we'll do, you can see ChatGPT gave us 20 different examples. So what I recommend is you take 5, go through those examples, pick the 5 that to you you think they make the most and biggest emotional impact on your potential audience. So what are the problems that really bother them, that really are important to them? Maybe even problems that they wouldn't even admit in public or to strangers, but that they deeply want to solve. Okay, pick 5 of the ones that match that, which then gets us ready for the next step. And so now that we have found the problems, we are now going to find the goals. So we're going to now ask it, now can you give me a list of the positive goals they might want to achieve, especially ones that have some kind of emotional impact. Okay, we want emotion. So we want to find the goals that have emotion attached to them. That's how you sell, by the way. That's how you get people to take action, is by tapping into things with emotion. I know a lot of people will sort of intuitively approach selling and doing business with logic. That's not why people buy. That's not typically why people take action. They take action because of feelings, because of emotion. And that's just the cold, hard reality of what gets someone to break out their wallet and typically buy products or services. Okay, so now you can see examples of emotions, and you see how our emotional goals, and you see how they are things that we can also tap into to outline and build our course. And so we're going to take 5 of those. So we got 5 problems, 5 goals, list of 10. And we're going to move on then to the next step. Every one of those problems or goals has an end benefit. So if they solve that problem, what's the end benefit of that, right? And especially I like to look into what are the feelings and emotions that they will have at the time they've done that. And let's take a look at some of the examples of problems and goals and talk about what that might be right here. So aggression towards other dogs and people. So I can imagine this. I've had this issue in years gone by. Here, what would be the benefit if somebody solved that? Well, I can tell you because it's a sense of calm and ability to enjoy walks with my dog without fear, right? 2 emotions there. No fear, like the fear is gone, and I have a sense of calm and I can enjoy my walk with the dog. That's the benefit of it. Make sense? So we're going to go through and uncover that for all of those 10. Remember, we picked 5 problems and 5 goals. So what I'm going to do just real quick, just for the purpose of this demo, I'm just going to tell ChatGPT to grab them randomly. Please choose 5 problems and 5 goals and tell me what the powerful end benefit will be once they solve them. Okay, and it's going to go through and give us the 5 problems and then the 5 goals and their related benefit. Now, again, I'm kind of showing you the shortcut to this to make it simple. I go way more in detail if you decide to join me. We have a 5-day challenge where I'll spend 5 days with you and we'll build an entire business together based around this framework. I'll talk about that more in just a minute. So now we have the benefits. So let's move to the next step. We are going to come up with a course lesson, 1 for every single one of those problems or benefits. So that's 10. That's a total of 10 lessons that we're going to build in this course. Remember, we're going to give this course away for free. So there's going to be a lot of value here. If somebody feels like they can solve their 5 biggest problems and achieve their 5 biggest goals, or even if they feel like they're going to be just even a little closer to that by doing your course, they're going to happily download and consume that course. Do you see why we're doing it this way? Pretty powerful. So we're going to go back to ChatGPT, and now we're going to tell it, please take the below list of 5 problems and 5 goals. Please make a course outline with 10 lessons. Please just give me the lesson title for each. We have our outline now. So we now have our outline of all 10 of the course lessons that we need to make. Okay? That is the simplicity of it. Next, we have that outline. We now know that here's our course. It's right here. All 10 lessons are outlined for us. So now, and we break each lesson down into 5 pieces. We make a sales letter for our course. We compose the content for each of those content pieces. So at this point, we have our outline for the course. And there are 2 big tasks that we're going to have to do next. 1, we're going to break the lesson down. So we can literally go right to ChatGPT and we can say, hey, for this lesson, tell me what are the 5 components of this lesson that I should teach in order to achieve this, goal. And I'll show you an example. Let's take a quick look. Okay, so here's in that same chat window. So let's take this one here. And we're just going to go in here and we're going to say, please take this lesson and break it down into 5 topics I need to write to have a good course lesson. And then we're just going to put quotes and paste it and submit it. There we go. So it's now outlining our course lesson. So we've outlined the lesson, and now we're going to outline each piece of the course. And then it's quite simple. You can actually just ask ChatGPT to write the course now, okay? Now you have the structure, the sort of skeleton, the foundation, so to speak, of your course. And you can go through one part at a time, asking ChatGPT to write them for you. So as an example, please write part 1. And it's now going to write the first part of our lesson. Pretty powerful. Now, so you take and copy and paste and assemble this into a lesson. And it is by repeating this process. You take each lesson, break it into 5 pieces, You write each piece, copy and paste, and you have an entire course. And that is the simplicity of how we're going to do that. And then once you have the entire course, you can feed that course to ChatGPT and literally ask it to write you a sales letter. So you just copy and paste your entire course, give it to ChatGPT, and ask it to write you a letter that, quote unquote, sells your free course. It's really about encouraging people to download it for free, right? The call to action would be get this powerful 10-lesson course for free. And it is by doing this is how either you can start a brand new business, and there are some powerful ways to make money with a business like this. Or if you have an existing business, you can use this as a new way to attract clients to your business because you've got this really valuable piece of bait that you can lure them to you. And you know that if they're experiencing those problems, they have those goals and they want to solve them and achieve them, they're a prime customer for you. And so this becomes a powerful way to start a business and do it easily without a lot of experience, without a lot of difficulty, and you can be up and running. And in fact, I show my students how to do this in just 5 days. In 5 days, just a little bit of time each afternoon. You can spend just an hour or so with me every afternoon for 5 days. And that by the end, you can have an entire business built, done, completed, and you can even have it online and ready to make profit. And this is what I do in our 5-day challenge. And so I would like to invite you right now to come and join me. We're opening up the classroom this coming Monday to our 5-day challenge. And so right now, you can go check it out, learn all about the challenge, how it works, how you take part in it. And there's even a special, right at the moment of recording this, there's a half off coupon code to get in for a very inexpensive price. Compared to typically what I charge for our products and services and courses and training, you can get in at a tiny fraction of those prices. And there's a 50% off coupon on top of that. And you can learn all about this by heading over to pushbutton.ai/engine, pushbutton.ai/engine. So you can spend 5 days with me. So we have a classroom where you're joined, you'll have a private chat, and we work together to assemble your course. And it's not just me, right? So there'll be my training will be there, but also you're going to have access to our entire team. So we have an extensive team of experts who will help you through the entire process as well. And if you get stuck, you literally have an option to get on the phone and get help with the process. And you can learn all about it. All the details are over there. It's at pushbutton.ai/engine.